Last week we finally left America. After an early start and a bumpy crossing, we finally tied up in the Bahamas, only to be hit by an electrical storm. This week, to celebrate the start of our 2018 season and to say thank you to all for subscribing and liking our channel, we have an amazing competition for you to enter. So watch to the end of the video for details. Morning. Well, day one, morning one on my own. Oh, it's time to try and get to HopeTown. Gonna get the keel up and negotiate the coral, hopefully get through unscathed, and yeah, looking forward to it. Despite the fact that it's only, well, it's 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, I only have a little bit of breeze and no swell. I am wearing my life jacket, and the reason I'm wearing my life jacket is because it has a PLB attached. And it means if I fall overboard, I have some chance of becoming reacquainted with my boat in the future. Solo sailing just requires a little bit of additional care when it comes to doing things that I would normally, do with some disregard to kind of falling overboard if there was someone else here, even in Anchorage. So anchor's going to be up in a second, hopefully, and we'll move very gently forward through this reef, coming back exactly the way I came. Anyway, there you go, more later.
Stay awake every night just to catch one more glimpse of your skin.
So here's the shoal. Kind of went down to like 1.3 meters at one point. Again, the lift keel of this boat makes my life so easy. And then we should have between 3 and 4 meters all the way in now. So I've just got to sit back for 3 or 4 hours, get on with it.
I believe I can change.
After all those months and weeks in Charleston, it's kind of an amazing refresher to find myself back sailing again. The Bahamas is always a delight. I was going to spend the night at anchor there, but I'm enjoying myself so much I just decided to carry on. So sailing away, there is very, very little wind. We've got 5 knots of wind, and so I've got the engine on tick over just to push us along a little bit. It's beautiful out here. You can sit on deck and just enjoy the beautiful Bahamas. Actually, the reason I keep glancing down, I'm going through a shoal at the moment, and I stream all the data to my watch and the helm, so I can see exactly where I'm meant to be going and what I'm meant to be doing. I've got a set of polarizing sunglasses on just in case I need to do some sort of adjustment of the course because of reefs or coral heads or anything. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic out here. Well, after a long day of sailing, I'm finally anchored up in this beautiful little key, and I'm going to swing the camera around because it's evenings like this that kind of make all the bad times at sea and all the bloody head maintenance and all the in trying to get my boat fixed worthwhile. So just wait on this, okay? Just spin this round. It's pretty bloody spectacular, and I am absolutely sure that as wonderful as this camera is, it will not do justice to the sunset tonight. Like, everything is hues of pinks and purple, and the anchorage is secure and protected. It's warm. It's completely quiet. It's just stunning. And it's one of those places and one of those things that unless you have a boat, you're just never going to find places like this. I thought when I came here I was going to be the first and only, well, I thought I was going to be the only boat in the anchorage. And I ended up as the fourth. This big Canadian motor cruiser came screaming in. And I can see another mast on the horizon. However, it's jaw-droppingly beautiful.
So I found myself in tears. Every day was filled with fear. When you feel you wanted more, and suddenly you're on the floor. And I left my heart.
Morning, another day of passage making. Anyway, there is no wind at all today. Literally, I am going from Great Sail Key into the Abacos and just pootling along. It's beautiful out here. I haven't, apart from someone I waved at yesterday, seen anyone for days. I've got no phone signal. I have just spent the morning doing my chores. I've kind of got a little whiteboard that I bought, so I write down chores on them and then I rub the chores off as they get done. So today's chore, yesterday I fired up the water maker. She has been pickled for out of season, and then the water wasn't tasting quite right, so I rented a manual, cleaned all the filters out. Water's fine now, so I've got the water maker up and running. So that's just running. I'm just filling the tanks there. Clean the cockpit out with a toothbrush. I'm a little bit fastidious, and what I do is I always keep all my old toothbrushes to clean out the little grooves, and when that's done I use cocktail sticks. Again, it's just my OCD. And we have a little stowaway on board that's just landed. It's a moth. Now, moths are kind of cool, but this moth is huge. It's beautiful. It's large enough to be able to kick the shit out of me if it wanted to, so I'm going to give it a nice source of milk and hope that it's very happy. In the meantime, I'm going to get on with little chores, tidying up frayed edges on bits and bobs and just getting the place straight. Just the way I pass it a day. Then I'll sit down with a good book, a nice cup of tea and possibly a biscuit. And that's my morning, so I'll be back later. This is my continued march to HopeTown. Just passed through the Loggerhead Channel. I was going to take the cut inside, but I happened to be there at low water and it was a little bit too chicken stroke sensible. Anyway, so I passed outside the cut. It's been rolly and I didn't have the dinghy up. So I've been a little bit preoccupied about that. Either way, I am now just coasting back in. It is beautiful. The shallows are to the left and to the right of me. And for those of you who don't know, I'll try and show you this. Polarized glasses are so useful. So I've got polarizers on just so I can help myself see the shallows. Let me see if you can see the difference. Solo sailing is something I haven't done for many years because I've always had Terysa with me. It's different. It's a different way of doing things. I think firstly, well, I will say this, don't tell Terysa, the boat is a lot tidier. That's a plus. The downside is it's fairly lonely. I haven't got off the boat for 3 or 4 days because the next job I need to do is fix the outboard when I tie up, get the carburetor stripped down. So you kind of have to, well, you make your own amusement. Someone actually called us up today on the radio and was like, hi, we watch your vlogs. I'm like, you're the first voice I've heard, or the first person I've talked to in a few days. So that's a bit strange. Other things are that I have to double check myself to make sure that I slow down and do everything methodically and try to have a backup for what happens if. So for instance, I've got my life jacket on now because I was out in open water. If ever I leave the cockpit, I have a life jacket on and I'm clipped on. And it's only because if I become detached from the boat, that's it, that's me done. So it's just about being a little bit more cautious, but as I said, it's beautiful out here. The wind died down last night eventually and went around a little bit to the north, so I got a fairly good night's sleep. It's just, as I said, it's just so nice to be back on the water, albeit motor sailing. So yeah, hopefully HopeTown within the next 4 or 5 hours.
To me, this is suddenly.
Well, it would seem as if the HopeTown lighthouse has finally hoved into view. So after 3 or 4 days of this, I stand to tie up, and unfortunately I've had 4 lovely days sailing. I've now got probably a week shuttling between different anchorages, getting the boat fixed. So my little whiteboard full of chores is getting rapidly filled up. However, I have this amazingly beautiful vista to keep me company. So good morning everyone from the amazing HopeTown in the Abacos in the Bahamas. As you can see, the girl is back and we are just about to start our 2018 sailing season. So we've got some news for you.
Yes, we have collaborated with our friends at Mantis Anchors to give away some really, really cool prizes. And we are doing this to give back to you guys because just over a year ago we started this YouTube channel. We honestly thought that just our mothers would watch it, and it turns out that only one of them really watches it. So to say thank you to all of you for creating such an awesome community. We really do appreciate you guys kind of supporting us and following us. We love all your messages and just your well wishes, your emails, everything. We just love it so much, and the community that we've created together has been really rewarding for us. So to say a huge thank you and to give back to you guys, we are giving away some really cool prizes.
First prize is going to be a really generous $200 gift certificate from Mantis, and that is available for the winner to put to anything on their website. They do anchors. The anchor's pretty good. The anchor's good. They do this amazing scuba gear. They do torches. They do anchor bridle snubbers. The lot. They're pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So that's the first prize, as well as Ruby Rose t-shirt, Ruby Rose hat. That's going to be our first prize winner. And there's also going to be 5 runners-up prizes of Ruby Rose t-shirts from our friends at My 3 Ts. Now, to be eligible to enter, you have to be a subscriber of the channel. There's also some rules that are going to be down below. Click on the more info section. It will tell you how you need to apply or to how you can enter, and also other ways to increase your chances of winning.
So just a quick thank you is all that's left to say. Thanks for watching this week's episode, and if you would like to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, all those things really, really help our channel to grow. And we'll see you next week with brand new episodes.
Awesome.